Great youngsters and friends, welcome you all. Receive my gratitudes heartily for giving this chance for me to talk on Gita almost from last 826 days. We are almost thorough, few more days to conclude this glorious text. Congratulations for you whoever are able to make it regularly or once in a while. And I'm sure these sessions are definitely helping in enhancing at least some information, converting that information into knowledge, using that knowledge for growth in life by being practical, definitely is in every one of our hands. And why should we doubt our ability capacities? We will definitely be able to do it. We will do it also. Yes, friends, like every day, today also we have six things to do: the common sense thought, the Sankalpa, the Sahanavavatu mantra, the Vedic chanting. In that sixth mandalam will conclude today. Then our Sri Ramacharita Manasa, one more doha we will try to study. So that also almost 51, 52, 7, 8 dohas are there. With that, Tulsi Ramayana, Sundara Kanda also will be over. Next, let us see if we may do Prahlada Charitra of Bhagavata Purana. Or let me see if it is to be done. नहीं तो छोड़ दिया, चलो गीता हो गया तो सुन लो बार बार. That is sufficient material for you to ponder over to increase your knowledge, wisdom. Right. Now, in today's common sense thought, today, some important things. First one is very essential key how much you are relating yourself, or I am telling myself also, how much we are relating ourselves with our own life. How much we are relating ourselves with our own life that we are human beings. How much we are relating with ourselves that we are human beings, and what are the possibilities as a human being. Okay, and then as a consequence of this, two things. Have you little bit pondered over and made your goal in the world outside? So too, have you made use of Shastras and made spirituality as your goal? Basic question. But the important thing is the next one. Key with all these things of your own life, with your worldly goal, with your spirituality, how much you are relating? This is the question. Are you relating it with 100%, 90%, 80%, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 5%, or living such a way as if there is no relation at all there with that? The relation is expressed in the form of the affinity, in the form of the tuning, in the form of being true and serious, sincere. Everywhere it's required. Like you are in a family, you have to relate to your family. If one relates, how is one's expression? If one doesn't relate, how is one's expression? Everywhere. You know, if you are related to your family, then you will be responsible. You are sincere. You are concerned about everything. One rupee also you will not waste. One drop of water also you will not waste. One morsel of food also you will not waste. Even little pain also you will not give to your parents or your siblings. If you are related, if you are not related, either you are careless for their pains, etc., or with your excessive ego and selfishness, you yourself may become cause of their pain. And how many people are living like that? You have to truly positively relate to the things when you are working in an office. To the entire office, the department, if you are not related, you will go late to the office. आधा काम करोगे, ज़्यादा छुट्टियाँ मांगोगे, है ना? Mhm. Then whether the company is growing or not, you are not concerned. Little bit extra work given you will have grudges and complaints. So you are not related only. And that way, entire 40 years you can do the work in the office. And taking all salary regularly like a buffalo. है ना? A politician. Have a career of 40, 50 years. But always selfish only, mindful about his own needs and greeds and thing. You may not relate to the party, through the party, to the country. He may even be given the PM, CM, M posts, minister, chief minister, anything, but not necessary that he relates. Not necessary means who knows? How come? Isn't it? You as students go to school, college, no sensitivity, no relating to the teachings that are happening. Even though you are made to join medicine and all, was mechanically पढ़ रहे हैं, not at all relating. You even became doctor. Still you are just unmindful only. That won't give real involvement, joy of doing, nor it gives the result. You understood? You have to relate. We are in family, if your husband toward the wife, if your father to the children, if your wife to the husband, if your husband, see इतना बढ़िया जिंदगी मनुष्य कर सकता है. You have to relate to the earth and protect the earth. You have to relate to the prakriti and protect the prakriti. You have to relate to all the water sources and protect them. You have to relate to all other fellow living beings. They also have equal right to live on this earth. You have to relate to the neighbors and be concerned. Okay, all that generally I told. Now, particularly towards the goals. Are we relating to the goals? I give my example or example of a spiritual person. If somebody is really related to his spirituality, he must attend the satsangas on the Shastra which talk about true spirituality on daily basis. Even who is escaping the classes with excuses, he is first relation only he has not established. What to talk about the further ones? If one is related, he is regular to class. Then he will do the homework of reminding or remembering himself for himself what has been taught in the class. He'll make a notes of it. Through that, if somebody is related to spirituality, the essence of the Shastras, and therefore the final goal is this Paramatma Tattva, he must be Pakka. Somebody attends classes for 20, 30 years, still he has not got the understanding of the goal and as well as the sadhana to reach to the goal, then he is never related only. That means was mechanically जाके बैठ रहा है, he is not related, isn't it? We have to relate to the goal, relate to the means, relate to our own required preparations, isn't it? Relate to the Sadguru Maharaj, relate to that Paramatma. If we are related, we are concerned about all of that. Correct? If somebody is related to spirituality, then one by one, first and foremost is he will always be intelligent to conserve his time and energy. Because spirituality needs whole lot of time and energy. He will be conserving it by all his intelligence. A person, if he relates to spiritual sadhana truly genuinely from the heart, he will have all his techniques to manage to discipline all his indriyas. He cannot be lavish to be a slave to them. Because given a chance, the indriyas like the wild horses or dogs can go anywhere and create havoc. If somebody is, in spite of so many years of being with the Guru and all, still sensuous, still extroverted, means he has not given that love, that not related to that spirituality, he never loved it, he never liked it. He is never in it only. Like how many lakhs of people stand in the line for the darshan of the Lord in the temple. But how many are relating to that entire episode of going to have darshan of Lord? How many are feeling that joy, feeling that fulfillment, feeling that gratitude that Bhagwan is giving darshan? सब इधर उधर ही देखते हैं, एक दूसरे से बातें करते हैं और जल्दी क्यों नहीं कराते दर्शन, so that he can go to samsara again. He don't relate only. बस एक दो प्रसाद खरीदेंगे, खिलौने वने खरीदेंगे, and they say we had a very good pilgrimage. अरे with the deity you are not related only. Alien की तरह आके नमस्कार करके गए physically. Sense organs. Then the mind. How sensitive is the mind? देखो. You all know it ना बेटा. Take the mind with your friends for 1 hour और घूम के आओ. How many things people you have seen? How many nonsense talks you have done? How many of the emotions are created? Raga, Dvesha, jealousy, and all of them. No, how many of them in that half an hour spoil the mind? With that mind full of those infections, can a spiritual person with calm and quiet mind meditate on the truth or on the impossible? So if somebody is related to his sadhana, he will be so sensitive to protect his mind. He says, काम नहीं तो मैं जाऊंगा ही नहीं बस मुझे मेरे मन का शांति चाहिए. Remember, I'm talking about spiritual goal. It's same with you for your own world goals also. If you don't protect your Sharira Prana Mana, you will have no time, energy, stamina to work hard for your goal. And in today's world, remember, opportunities are more, talents are more, intelligence is more for you all. Much, much more than we, our generation. Yet, the problem with you all is the distractions are more. If at all in any one of you, avoided the distractions and used all intelligence and made opportunities, he will go on excelling and growing in life. So many avenues. That's why we see millions of youngsters excelling who have done this, and crores of them fallen down with all their capacity, ability, opportunity because got distracted at the mind level because they are not related to their life. They are not related to their career. They are worried more than taking it as responsibility. है ना? वरी मीन्स व्हाट? मैं कुछ नहीं करूंगा, कोई आके कुछ कर दे, मिल जाए, नहीं तो चिंताग्रस्त. भाई जस्ट स्टेइंग एट वन प्लेस एंड वरिंग कोई काम होता है क्या? नहीं होता ना. You have to jump into activity and do it. That will happen when you're relating to it. And those who are doing, they are excelling in their achieving the goals. Okay, so to the intellect. We have to, if we are related to our spiritual goal, my intellect will inquire about Paramatma Tattva on the basis of the Shastras all the time. It won't worry about the worldly things at all. Unconcerned, unrelated. Be this very clear about all that. Are you relating to your goal, profession, spiritual or worldly, or you are still alien, therefore less great in your performance? Then you won't enjoy the results. Same way, if I'm related to my goal, my life towards the world will be, how? First and foremost, toward whatever the people, what duties I have to do, I will do 100%. Only that. I won't do that which is not my duty or dharma. जो धर्म करना है करूंगा, उसके अलावा धर्म थोड़ा भी नहीं करूंगा. First point with the people, especially in the world. If you are true, sincere, related, your main goal. Second is what? Very essential thing is I will not expect anything from anyone. Then I become dependent on them. I become slave to them. Then they may do some help from outside, but inside the mind they only feel bad. They won't spare. इवन भगवान भी आकर किसी के घर 4 दिन रहते हैं तो वो लोग बहुत सेलिब्रेट करेंगे. 5वां दिन अगर भगवान नहीं चले जाते हैं सो दे स्टार्ट फीलिंग फॉर द गॉड ओनली, क्यों है हमने बेकार में बुलाया. इसलिए भगवान नेवर कम्स टू एनीवन बिकॉज ही हैज गॉट हिज ओन सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट. ये साधु महात्मा किसी घर गए, 1 दिन 2 ठीक, 2 दिन ठीक, अब तीसरे दिन से दे फील क्यों आए महात्मा जी, चले जाना चाहिए. Because he's staying there and expecting all that. So zero expectations. How do you do know? By reducing your own wants. If you can reduce your own wants and live in minimum, then you don't desire anything from anyone, you don't depend on anyone, you won't invoke any ill feeling, curse or anger from anybody. जो चाहिए खुद कर लो. And something minimum which are necessary that I can't do, whatever they do, reciprocate it in the other way, in any way, in some way or the other. ये जो पर्सन जो ना रिलेट करता है अपने गोल से ना, कहीं फंसता नहीं वो लोगों में. ओके. एंड थर्ड वन इज व्हाट? टू एक्सपैंड हिज हार्ट, टू प्यूरिफाई हिज हार्ट. not only does the duty and express minimum, but he shows some sympathy, some karuna. Like we saw in Gita 12th chapter, Adveshta sarvabhutanam, Maitra sarvabhutanam, Karunaha. There are 3 types of people come in our life. Those who harm us, those who help us, those who themselves are in miserable, distressed state. Those who harm us, adveshta. We will not hate them because we have to protect our mind. Those who help us, maitraha, we also reciprocate. Those who cannot help us and themselves are in bad position, karunaha, out of compassion, selfless love, we help them. Financially, whatever we can do. By giving suggestions, by showing some concern, sympathy, you have to help the world. World needs today. At the same time, should not lose your respect. Some places where you are not asked for that love concern, you need not even show also. You will be insulted. So nowadays, people are so arrogant, they suffer, yet they don't want to take somebody's help. And if somebody comes to, then they किसने बुलाया तुमको? That category of people are more, but still some are in distress. They will be with tears if you go and help them. थैंक यू भगवान आपके रूप में आए हैं. ये क्या करता है ना, और कुकुंड ईगो को थोड़ा बाहर ले आता है. बिकॉज ऑन द नेम ऑफ वर्किंग फॉर द गोल, who knows we may be becoming lazy, who knows we may be becoming selfish, self-centered and self-oriented. So to check them, to test them, that infinite love and compassion to those who are in distress, whether human or animal. ये दुनिया आज कितना दुखी है बाबा, irrespective of their monetary position, educational position. Because the dukkha is because inner ignorance, inner immaturities. If they all study Vedanta Shastra, nobody will be miserable. Because Vedanta tells what is what. Truth truth है, untruth untruth है. कोई दुख का जरूरत ही नहीं इस जगत में. Vedanta proves that. If somebody is Vedanti, no problem. Otherwise, they will suffer whether they're moneyed or not, positioned or not. We need to. Sometimes you are Dadaji. He may be having some bodily pain. थोड़ा massage करो, दवाई ला के दो. You should do that to the neighbors. They are in some difficulty. Help them. Go out of your ego self. और जो टाइम तुमको एंटरटेनमेंट के लिए स्पेंड करना है वो टाइम में सेवा करो. These all entertainments consume your time, energy, and of no use at all. Those who don't have goal and vision and expanded intellect or individuality, they only indulge in this nonsense. So today's thoughts are how much we are related to our goals. Yes or no? If yes, how do we behave? If not, how do we behave? Relate. Be sensitive. Be sensible. Fully involved in that. Engross in that. Your goal achievement path. In walking in that path. Right, beta? Think about it twice. अभी सुना और 2 बार सुनो and note down those 5-6 points. I think they'll help you. Thanks. ओम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षकैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणे इतिहास संतवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थम तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनिगुरु देवता दर्शनानुग्रहनुभव प्राप्त्यर्थम सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां मोक्षमार्गाणां गुरु शिष्य भक्त भगवत परंपरादीनां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति द्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति गुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम अस्मिन् सनातन धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं स सर्वेषां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यदिव्य क्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालय भूभागादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापना उपासना यज्ञयाग साधना सेवा तपस्या प्रार्थनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रूणां शाश्वतरूपेण समूल निर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणात् आरभ्य वैदिक हैन्दव संस्कृतेः सुसंप्रतिष्ठा अवाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्ष धर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रतिष्ठा द्वारा विश्व संरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सर्वेषां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु युवानां दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भगवद् देवता गुरु शास्त्र सत्संग साधना सेवा माता पितृ देश धर्म सनातन धर्म भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये शांति मंत्रोच्चारण वेद पारायणम श्रीमद् भगवद गीता अष्टादशोध्याय से अध्ययनम श्रीरामचरितमानस सुंदरकांड अध्ययनम वयम सर्वे विवेक वैराग्य भक्ति ज्ञान योगादीनां द्वारा जीवने सर्वेषु कार्येषु विजय प्राप्त्यर्थम जन्म साफल्यार्थम मोक्ष प्राप्त्यर्थम भारतवर्षार्थम सनातन धर्मार्थम विश्व कल्याणार्थम च करिष्यामहे. डन. नो सहनावतु. ओम 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 सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. Vedic chanting, 6th Mandalam. We'll conclude 5 Anuvakas are there. Om Atha Veda Parayinam Rugvedaha Shashtamandalam Atha Eka Saptatidam Anuvakad Arabhya. ओम उदुष्य देवस्य विदा हिरण्यया बाहु आयंस्त सपना सवनाय सुक्रतुः घृतेन पाणी अविपृष्णुते मखो युवा सुदक्षो रजसो विधर्मणि देवस्य वयं सवितुः सवीमनि श्रेष्ठे श्यामवसुनश्च धावने यो विश्वस्य द्विपदो यश्चतुष्पदो निवेशने प्रसवे चासि भूमनः अदब्धेभिः सवितस्पायुभिष्ट्वं शिवेभिरद्य परिपाहि नो गयम् हिरण्यजिह्वः सुविताय सव्यसे रक्षामाकिर्नो अघशंस ईशत् उदुष्य देवः सविता दमूना हिरण्यपाणिः प्रतिदोषमस्तात् अयो हनुर्यजतो मन्द्रजिह्वा आदाशुषे सुवति भूरि वामम् उदु अयागम् उपवक्तेव बाहु हिरण्यया सविता सुप्रतीका दिवो रोहांसरुहत्पृथिव्या अरीरमत्पतयत्कच्चिदब्वम् वाममद्यः सवितर्वाममुष्वो दिवे दिवे वाममस्मभ्यं सावीः वामस्य हि क्षयस्य देव भूरेरया दिया वामवाजस्याम इन्द्रा सोमा महितद्वां महित्वं युवं महानि प्रथमानि चक्रतुः युवं सूर्यं विविधतुर्युवं स्वर्विश्वा विश्वा तमांस्यहतं निदश्च इन्द्रा सोमा वासयथ उषा समुत्सूर्यौ नयतो ज्योतिषा सह उपद्यां स्कम्भतु स्कम्भनेना प्रततं पृथिवीं मातरं वि इन्द्रा सोमा वहिमपः परिष्ठां हतो वृत्रमनुवां द्यौरमन्यत प्रार्णां सैरयतं नदीनाम समुद्राणि प्रपतुः पुरूणि इन्द्रा सोमा पक्वमामा स्वन्तर्निगवा मिद्दधतुर्वक्षणासु जगृभतुरनव पिनद्धमासु ऋषश्चित्रासु जगत्वीष्वन्तः इन्द्रा सोमा युवमङ्गतरुत्रमपत्यसाचं श्रुत्यं रराथे युवं शुष्मं नर्यौ चर्षणीभ्यः संविव्यतुः पृतनाशामुग्रा नाशाः मुग्रा 73 now. यो अद्रिभित् प्रथमजारुता वा बृहस्पतिराङ्गिरसो हविष्मान् द्विबर्हज्मा प्रागर्मसत्पिता न आरोदसी वृषभोरोरवीति जनाय चिद्य इव तौ लोकं बृहस्पतिर्देवहूतौ चकार घ्नन् वृत्राणि विपुरो दर्दरीति जयञ्चत्रूवं रमित्रान् पृत्सु साहन् बृहस्पतिः समजयद्वसूनि महो वज्रान् गोमतो देव एषः अपः सिशासन् स्वः रप्रतीतो बृहस्पतिर्हन्त्यं मित्रमर्कैः 74 सोमा रुद्रा धारयेतामसूर्यं प्रवामिष्टयोरमश्नुवन्तो दमे दमे सप्तरत्ना दधानाशन्नो भूतन्दिपदे चतुष्पदे सोमा रुद्रा विबृहतन् विशूचीममीभा यानो गयमाभिवेश आरे बाधे तां निर्वृतिं पराचैरस्मे भद्रासौ श्रवसानि सन्तो सोमा रुद्रा युवमेतान्यस्मे विश्वा तनूषु भेषजानि धत्तम् अवस्यतं मुञ्चतं यन्नो अस्ति तनूषु बद्धं कृतमेनो अस्मत् तिग्मायुधौ तिग्महेति सुषेवौ सोमा रुद्रा विहसु पुळतन्नः ननो मुञ्चतं वरुणस्य पाशात् गोपायतन्नः सुमनस्य माना 75th the last one जीमूतस्येव भवति प्रतीकं यद्वर्मीयाति समुदामुपस्थे अनाविद्यया तन्वाजयत्वं सत्त्वा वर्मणो महिमापि पर्तु धन्वनागा धन्वनाजिं जयेम धन्वना तीव्राः समतो जयेम धनुःशत्रोरपकामं कृणोति धन्वना सर्वाः प्रतिशो जयेम वक्ष्यन्ति वेदागनीगन्ति कर्णं प्रियं सखायं परिशस्व जाना योषे वशिङ्क्ते विततादिधन्वञ्जा इयं समने पारयन्ते ते आचरन्ति समने वयोषा मातेव पुत्रं विभृतामुपस्थे अपशत्रून् विद्यतां संविधाने आर्त्री इमे विस्फुरन्ति अमित्रान् बह्वीनां पिता बहुरस्य पुत्रशिक्षा कृणोति समना भगत्य इषु दिस्सङ्काः प्रथनाश्च सर्वाः पृष्ठे निनद्धो जयति प्रसूतः रते तिष्ठन्नयति वाजिनः पुरो यत्र यत्र कामयते सुशारथिः अभीषूणां महिमानं पनाय तमनः पश्चादनुयच्छन्ति रश्मयः तीव्रान् घोषान् कृण्वते वृषपाणयोश्वारथेभिः सह वाजयन्तः अवक्रामन्तः प्रमदैरमित्रान् क्षिणन्ति शत्रूवं रणवप्पव्ययन्तः रथवाहनं हविरस्य नाम यत्रायुधं निहितमस्य वर्म तत्रारतमुपशग्वं सदेम विश्वाः वयं सुमनस्य मानाः स्वादुषं सदः पितरो वयोदाः कृच्छ्रेश्रितः शकितिवन्तो गभीराः चित्रसेना इषुबला अमृद्राः सतो वीरा उरवो व्रातसाहाः ब्राह्मणासः पितरः सौम्यासः शिवेनो द्यावा पृथिवी अनेहस भूषानः पातु दुरिता धृता वृधो रक्षा मा किर्नो अगशंस ईशत् सुपर्णं वस्ते मृगो अस्यादन्तो गोभिः सन्नद्धा वदति प्रसूत यत्रा नरः सञ्च विचद्रवन्ति तत्रास्मभ्यमिषवः शर्मयं सन् रुजिते परिवृङ्धिनोष्मा भवतु नस्तनूः सोमो अधिब्रवीतु नोदितिः शर्म यच्छतु आजङ्घन्ति सान्वेषां जगनागम् उपजिघ्नते अश्वाधनि प्रचेतसोऽश्वान् समत्सु चोदय अहिरिव भोगैः पर्येति बाहुं ज्याया हेतिं परिवादमानः हस्तघ्नो विश्वावयुनानि विद्वान् पुमान् पुमां सम्परिपातु विश्वदः अलाक्तायारुरुशीर्ष्ण्यतो यस्या अयोमुखम् इदं पर्जन्यरेतस इश्वै देव्यै बृहन्नमः अवसृष्टा परापतशरव्ये ब्रह्म संशिते गच्छामित्रान् प्रपद्यस्व मामीशां कञ्चनोच्छिषः यत्र बाणाः सम्पतन्ति कुमाराविशिखा इव तत्रा नो ब्रह्मणस्पतिरदितिः शर्म यच्छतु विश्वाः शर्म यच्छतु मर्माणि ते वर्मणा चादयामि सोमस्त्वा राजामृतेनानुवस्ताम् उरोर्वरीयो वरुणस्ते कृणोतु जयन्तं त्वानु देवा मदन्तो यो नः सो अरणो यश्च निष्ट्यो जिघांसदे देवास्तं सर्वे धूर्वन्तु ब्रह्मवर्मममान्तरम् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. With this sixth mandalam we could successfully do whatever the number of days it has taken. So out of 10, 6 we have done. What a great achievement. I am so delighted बाबा. मजा आया. आरती कर लेते हैं अभी, बाद में याद नहीं रहेगा. आहा. सर्वेश्वरा. One mandalam is done, Guru. Rakshamam. ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चंद्रतारकं नेम विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति तस्य भासा सर्वमिदं नारायणाय दासनो परब्रह्मो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ओम श्री परब्रह्म भगवान की जय. श्रुति माता की जय. ऋग्वेद महाशास्त्र की जय. समस्त ऋषिगण की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. आज के आनंद की जय. गुड. In the seventh mandalam, Mitro, how many mantras we have? I think not many. Mm. 104 anuvakas are there. So at least 25 days it will take. How big they are, I don't know. Na? So every day 5 लगाओ तो 20 दिन लग जाते. होने दो. गीता खत्म होने के बाद भी we will take up some other text and finish this Rigveda Parayanam for you all. Now come to Gita study. In Bhagavad Gita, last 18 chapter, just 20-25 shlokas are left. The topic under discussion is what are the sadhanas to be done for moksha. Moksha here is the experience of the real inner self. Okay, inner self we are already, but it is covered under ignorance and also our so many wrong bad practices. The right, good practices remove those wrong, bad practices and enable us to remove that layer of ignorance so that we are in direct darshana with our own self. Right? When we say darshan of our own selves, how can I have darshan of myself? Because I am me. So what it means is be what we are. Being is always liberation. Becoming is always bondage. So we become something and again from that we become something else. Continuously we are in the bound state only. But just to be the self, there is no bondage. So lot of corrections. And then when these corrections are done, one side, as we are approaching near to the Lord, other side, the unwanted troubles which we were invoking from the world, they are also reduced and eliminated. स्पिरिचुअलिटी का ये ब्यूटी है. दुख निवृत्ति करती है because it sets right all our relativity and involvement with the world. सुख प्राप्ति कराती है spirituality because we are touching the sukha swarupa atmavasthu. Beautiful, no? दुख निवृत्ति सुख प्राप्ति. आत्यंतिक दुख निवृत्ति निरंतिका निरंकुशा सुख प्राप्ति. These two are the goals of every human heart, every jiva's heart. Zero misery, 100% bliss. Only spirituality can guarantee it. The sadhanas are given. So yes, it takes time for us to get into that mode, understand them, grasp them, get convinced. After conviction, when we take initiative to do the practice of it, that time all the inner enemies, outer problems, they pop up, crop up. They all have to be tackled, managed. That is why spiritual journey is slow, steady. If you keep on doing it, keeps on happening. When it will completely give result, one need not ask. Because how much distance you have to travel, it depends on that. And this distance is not physical. This distance is in the form of clearing the vasanas, clearing wrong notions and convictions, getting the right convictions, tuning our personality to do that. ये सारे हैं distances जो हमको spirituality में तय करना होता है, not a physical distance, isn't it? If in all these preparations, if you are thorough, in one day you realize self because it's your own self. If in all these things we are lagging behind, it may take 10,000 lives also. So time is not a matter. What is to be done? Do you know? Are you doing it? Then keep on doing it. So first sloka 4 sadhanas, second sloka 7 sadhanas, 11 visa. Now in the third sloka 53, Bhagavan will talk about 8 sadhanas. In that 8 में 7 निकालना है, फेंक देना है, निकाल के 1 inculcate करना है. Today we'll be doing that sloka. So एक बार 51, एक बार 52, 4 बार 53. पढ़ के let us see the meaning. Right? Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Geetha Sharanam Mama, Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Srimad Bhagavad Gita अथ अष्टादशोऽध्यायः मोक्षसन्न्यासयोगः एक पंचाशत् द्विपञ्चाशत् त्रिपञ्चाशत्तमाः श्लोकाः श्रीभगवानुवाच बुद्ध्या विशुद्धया युक्तः धृत्यात्मानं नियम्य च शब्दादीन् विषयान् त्यक्त्वा रागद्वेषौ व्युदस्य च. Second shloka. विविक्तसेवी लघ्वाशी यतवाक्कायमानसः ध्यानयोगपरो नित्यं वैराग्यं समुपाश्रितः. The third one 4 times. अहङ्कारं बलं दर्पं कामं क्रोधं परिग्रहं विमुच्य निर्ममः शान्तः ब्रह्मभूयाय कल्पते. Again. अहङ्कारं बलं दर्पं कामं क्रोधं परिग्रहं विमुच्य निर्ममः शान्तः ब्रह्मभूयाय कल्पते. Again. Ahankaram balandharvam kamam krodham parigraham vimuchya nirmama shantaha brahmavoyaya kalpate. Again. Ahankaram balandharvam kamam krodham parigraham vimuchya nirmama shantaha brahmavoyaya kalpate. Right. Chanting every day karna beta. अब देखो बेटा, there are some youngsters, you know, they take care of their vehicle instruments so wonderful that whatever they can do the repair, they do themselves. Whatever they cannot, they take it to the garage. But keep always their vehicle or instruments fit for their work to do. There are some other youngsters so reckless, careless about their two-wheelers. पेट्रोल खत्म होता है, यू नो, अंदर ऑयल नहीं है, बेरिंग चले गए, मडगार्ड ठीक नहीं, खड़खड़ साउंड होता है वो, कभी कभी क्लच लूज होता है, लाइट काम नहीं करता है वो, सर्विसिंग कभी मतलब खुद साफ करता ही नहीं वो, इवन सीट भी वो साफ नहीं करता. And trying to go in that Khatara Gadi, always somewhere it will stop, it will keep on giving trouble. अरे take it to the garage रे, वो भी नहीं करता. You know, so lazy the fellow is. Same way with regard to our own instruments. Sharira Prana Mano Buddhi. The garage is Guru and the temple. When you go to the Guru Maharaj and go to the temple and do the Upasana Puja, by their grace, our vehicle, our instruments get to some great extent serviced. They have that power, those activities. And the other thing we ourselves have to do at our own home. Protecting the body with proper diet and protecting the mind with proper use of it. Become alert. तुम्हारे इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स है ये, इसी से तुमको एक जीवन में विजय पाते ही रहना है. You have to make a habit of being successful continuously. Aim at that highest goal. In the highest of the department or the profession, at the highest level I achieve, and then I serve to the world in a highest manner. That should be the ambition as a youngster. Not दो पारी चपरासी का नौकरी मिल गया तो वो भी नहीं मिलेगा तुमको. This is the thing. We can never aim. You have to aim at the highest and work for it. Then whatever comes, we work on that. ये चपरासी का काम कम है ऐसा नहीं कह रहे हम, because that also required for the society. But there are higher ranked works also one can do. You have to aim at the highest and loftiest. And you have to achieve them through your faculties only. To keep on servicing them yourself, whatever you can, and take them to the garage. But keep always them fit and using. इतना हमारा दिमाग और दिल और मन and senses, body, all the time they are working. In the service, in the achievement of goal. ऐसा 50 साल 40 साल जीवे जीकर मरे, भी that's better. Then living 70, 80, 90 years, only a liability to the society, achieved nothing, burden. When we are children, we are burden to the parents. When we become parent elders, burden to the children. How many lakhs of stupid parents are like that, who are parents burden to the children? And how many stupid youngsters are there like you, burden to the parents? What nonsense it is, or burden to the brothers, sisters. Or they people, because they are attachment of some relation attachment, how dekhte rehte is gadhe ko. And no goal, no instruments properly managed, all negative habits, addictions. Do you want to live that life? Get out of my class then. If that's your conviction and decision. I'm not here for such useless fellows. You have to have your own guts, plannings, decisions that I'll aim at the highest goal and work for it. Relentlessly, come what may, nothing can stop me. With this conviction, when you come asking for guidance, here we are to guide you. Here we are not to encourage you to be lazy, nor even to work for you. Shut up. We are here to make you work for the world. Bhagavan is not there to work for Arjuna. He is there to make Arjuna work for the society. So, From now onwards, be careful of all these things, all the resources. Never waste them. Whether it's money, whether it's friends, whether it's parents, your own body, mind, intellect, intelligence, good talents, abilities. बहुत सारे अच्छे अच्छे टैलेंट्स तुम्हारे होते हैं, सही यूज नहीं करते, then they become a oblivion only, as if they are not existing. And you think I should not every day point out in what ways you waste yourself, you waste your life. You all know it. वाइज हो ना, इंटेलिजेंट वो ऐसे बोलते भी हो ना, मैं इंटेलिजेंट हूँ प्लीज एक्सेप्ट करो करके पूरे दुनिया को पूछते हो. दे आर ऑल्सो ट्राइंग टू अंडरस्टैंड एक्सेप्ट यू आर इंटेलिजेंट, बट नहीं हो पा रहा है. इफ यू आर ट्रूली इंटेलिजेंट, थिंक अबाउट इट. All our Gita Adi Shastras are for this purpose. What's that? Pull yourself from the nonsense, train yourself, and put yourself in the sensible. This is what the entire spirituality, entire human beings that can, human beings who can do this. Only human. The animals, etc. Neither they can put themselves in the higher sensible, nor in the nonsense also. You don't see a buffalo or any donkey getting addicted to cigarette or drinks or with the friends. You don't see that buffalo. Therefore, those who don't take cigarette or thing, they are buffalo. ऐसा मत सोचो. They don't go for destructive channels. So too they don't come to satsangas. They don't understand Gita. But human beings, you can come to Gita, understand it, uplift your own maturity. Accordingly, you can have higher goals, aim, you can work from them, achieve. Or you can also, from the age of 14, 15, fall in the Galat Sangat, get addicted to your cell phone and nonsense. By the age of 20, 25, so much failure everywhere, making parents so miserable, and you also are miserable. Then what? Just commit suicide or become a criminal. Bolo, human beings can do both. We recommend the first. Never, even one youth also of the whole universe should not go in wrong direction. That's our goal. Then the whole universe becomes beautiful. You first stand in the right path, walk and tell your all friends. हाँ, डंडा मार मार के उनको ले आओ अपने सही रास्ते में. Let's go and study Gita, study Ramayana, learn the knowledge, protect our personality layers, pull them away from destructive channels, put them in the right direction. You know, I tell you, each of you should start an organization and get your own members with a great, loftier vision in whatever the field you can. Service oriented ones, along with your spirituality. And never ever keep away from spirituality throughout life. Study of Shastras, doing our Upasana sadhanas, listening to Guru Satsanga, ये तो कभी जिंदगी में नहीं छोड़ना. यही तुम्हारा कवच है रक्षा करना. Correct? Now we have seen बुद्ध्या विशुद्धया युक्तः धृत्या आत्मानं नियम्य शब्दादीन् विषयान् त्यक्त्वा रागद्वेषो विदस्य विविक्तसेवी लघु अशि यतवाक् यतकाय यतमानसः ध्यानयोगपरो नित्यम्. And yesterday we saw vairagyam samupashritaha. What is vairagya? Is presence and absence of things and beings are not disturbing you. That you do in sleep also. Not that way. You are awake, alert, you are towards your goal, nothing is disturbing you. That state of mind is called vairagya. And I explained yesterday so much. Raga, Dvesha, Rahitya is vairagya, where you have a lot of desires, whichever the source that fulfills towards that what feeling you have is called raga, whichever the source which makes you miserable, you have the feeling towards them, that's called as Dvesha. And all the logic we explained yesterday. If you are alert, kal ka fir se suno. Have prema to everyone, have gratitude to everyone. Those who help us don't need to have raga. So too, those who do mistakes for us, just forgive them. Don't carry the load of them in your mind with your dvesha. They are all the things which weaken your personality, which distract you. Why is it so? No, no need. Forgive कर दो. अपने काम पे लगे रहो. वैराग्य. Samupasha. Vairagya is not running away from the world. Vairagya always means You have higher goal in life to pursue. Therefore, the third class things you are giving up. That's called vairagya. Just like when you have exams. Those 4 5 days, don't you keep away your TV and friends? That's called vairagya. Nobody forced you. You yourself are intelligent. You know you are responsible. You want to do well in your exams. For that you need the attention time. So you said, I can't waste for all these things. You are a vairagya. During interviews, during exams, during important emergencies, you don't involve in the worldly nonsense. Then make it permanent. Throughout the life, don't involve in the nonsense. Throughout the life, involve in the sensible. That's called vairagya. Like our Prime Minister. He is not interested in sports or in any cricket match or TV and cinema and what cell phone and internet. He is only interested in how to make our nation grow in all aspects. In 24 hours, he works 50 hours. Itna kaam, baap re baap re baap. That's called vairagya, isn't it? Everything is for the nation. Such a highest goal. He should be inspiration for us. Best inspiration. And all the great Mahatmas are like that. Okay. After this shloka is in Bhavan, Tirupanwala. Now 53 May, we are told to give up 7 things and take up 1 thing. Or when those 7 things are given up, it's their consequence. Its consequence is the natural obtainment of the eighth thing. Eighth thing. So what are the 7 things to be consciously, deliberately removed, like the pus in the wound, like the dirt on the body or in the clothes. है ना, कपड़े पे या पेट पे बर्तन पे कोई गंदगी होती है तो साबुन लगा के धो के फेंक देते हो कि नहीं? In the same way, in our personality, we have some impurities. They have to be selected and eliminated. Okay. Today we will see only one thing. Your time is up. We have to another text. Ahankaram. I'll explain. Let's stand the shloka. Ahankaram balandarpam kamam krodham parigraham vimuchya nirmama shantaha brahma bhuyaya kalpate. So he becomes one with Brahman. Brahma bhuyaya kalpate samartho bhavati. He becomes qualified, capable, deserving to discover the Brahman in himself. So vimucha means totally by getting rid of, by getting them out of the system. What are they? 1. Ahankaram. 2. Balam. 3. Darpam. 4th. Kamam. 5th. Krodham. 6th. Parigraham. 7th is Mamata. Nirmama kahana. When these 7 are removed, Shantaha. Find the deep peace, silence in you. Like in the depth of the forest or the height of the akasha, on the top of the mountain, or the depth of the ocean. What a deep silence is there, or at the midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. In that way, our mind should be absolutely shant. In that shantavana, just become introverted. Hare? You are in direct experience of your own self. Correct? Now, the first thing, vimuchya, to be given up is ahamkaram. Okay? Ahankaram. In that, 4 things I will tell you. One is the doer of the negative things. Usko chhod do. Ahankaram is doer. Doer of the negative things we should not be. Second is ahankara means doing good things but claiming them. I am the doer. I am the doer. I am the doer. I have done it. I have to get the result. Second ahankara we have to give up. Third is I am better than others. I am holier than others. I am greater than others. This is the ahankara. These are all general vyavahara. Because the more we are egoistic, one from our side, we become careless to do mistakes. Second, the world being so powerful, it doesn't tolerate our ego, therefore it crushes us. Just like when you become egoistic in your college with principal, suspend kar denge tumko. You are egoistic with your parents, get out of the house, no pocket money. You are egoistic with a friend, चल बे अब बहुत लोग हैं मेरे को दोस्त करके, he'll kick you away. If you are egoistic with the Guru, Guru says, चल यहाँ से, निकल. Nobody tolerates ego. As you tolerate, if somebody is egoistic with you, you don't know. Therefore, ahankaram is the dushta shakti, the biggest problem. As I told you, in today's world, people are as much ignorant, so much they are arrogant also. Ignorance without arrogance means with humbleness. He can go and learn from the Guru. Because humble है, गुरु महाराज पता नहीं बताए. अब ignorant भी है और arrogance भी है, तो he will not go to Guru. Guru also comes. Guru if comes, he says, Guru मुझे नहीं सीखना. You are not my Guru. अब तुम बताओ मैं क्या सिखाऊं? Today's youth are like that. We will teach everyone. We don't want to learn. अहंकार है भयंकर, बड़ा सबसे बड़ा शत्रु. Okay, these are all at the worldly parallels. Spiritual parallels में अहंकार means with the sharira, prana, mana, buddhi, saying that they are me. Aham asmi. This is called spiritual ahankara, to be removed. The sharira, the prana, mana, buddhi, aham nahi hai. It's not me. I am only knower of them. I am only witness of them. But we say I am so. That is, somebody insults our body, immediately we become angry. If I am saying to you insult his body, he says very good, thank you. Maybe वही करता हूँ. I also will insult his body because I am not this and that fellow is what is troubling me, binding me. If you insult a Mahatma's mana or buddhi, he says अच्छा किया तुमने. मैं भी वही करता हूँ क्योंकि मैं नहीं हूँ. But what about us? When our ego is hurt, our mind is given some trouble, we immediately react because ahankaranam. Aham buddhi asmi, aham manah asmi, aham deha asmi, aham indriya asmi. That is why to these equipments only, because of the identity with these equipments only, we have terrible desires, and again because of the terrible desire, Ramana, fulfiller of desire, towards them we have raga, those who thwart the desire, towards them we have dvesha. Ahankara, raga, dvesha, they go together. These are all not required. Spiritual, अब तो मोक्ष की बात कर रहे हैं ना, जिनको आत्मा अनुभव पाना है, he cannot have a specific individuality identified by the upadhis. He is the sarva-vyapaka Brahman, sarvadhisthana Brahman. How can he have the aham aham with only this upadhi? He will use it to serve the world, he detaches from it. Otherwise, if he has identity with the upadhis, you will be only as jiva, you cannot become Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpate. Correct? The remaining things tomorrow we'll see. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sri Ganeshaya Namaha. Sri Janaki Vallabha Vijayate. Sri Ramacharita Manasa. Panchama Sopana. Sundarakanda. Now, in Sundarakanda, 54 Doha to 55 Doha, we'll see. What's the story going on? Rama is seated there for his meditation on Samudra Deva. No camera, कुछ तो बताना चाहिए. Then it is turned towards Ravana. Ravana sent Dutta. They came, they saw, they went back. Ravana asked a question, they are answering. Yesterday he gave the answer for few questions. About themselves, they said, when we were recognized as your Dutta, we were beaten. Our nose and ears are almost being cut. We did pratigna on Lord Rama name. Then they released me. That is our position. Okay. Then you asked about the Vanara Sainya. The Vanara Sainya description is what these Sukha Sarana are giving to Ravana. First they said, crores of mouths also cannot describe the number and power of Sri Rama Sena, that is Vanara and Bhalu. Okay? Nana, Varna, Bhalu, Kapi, Dhari, Vikata Anana, Vishala, Bhayakari. Terrible faced and creating a fear, etc. Huge bodied there are. And to make Ravana understand, they take this intelligent example. The one who came and killed your Sainya and burnt Lanka is the most less strong than the whole Vanaras. He is the least one. So Ravana is an अंदाजा और an idea of हनुमान जी नो इतने सैन्य हुआ वो ही सबसे कम कमजोर वाला है सबके कम ताकत वाले हैं तो व्हाट अबाउट अदर्स देन ही गेव ए लिस्ट द्विविध मयंद नील नल अंगद गद विकटास्य दधिमुख केसरी निसट सट जाम्बवंत big list. Now about their power and what is their attitude now as he has seen this Shuka Sarana telling Ravana very interesting huh? Without any fear they explain. उन्होंने कहा आप गुस्सा मत करना हम तो सत्य बोल रहे हैं you will enjoy it huh? Let us chant from a fourth doha of the 53rd then 54th chopai and sorry doha up to 55 fourth chopai ओम जहि पुर दहे हते सुत तोरा सकल कपि नमहते ही बलु थोरा अमित नाम भट कठिन कराला अमित नाग बल विपुल विशाला द्विविधमयं नील नल अंगद गद विकटासी दधिमुख के हरि निसट सठ जामवंत बल राशि एक सब सुग्रीव समान इन सब कोटि न गन कुनान राम कृपा अतुलित बलति नहीं तृण समान त्रैलोक ही गनहि असमय सुना श्रवण दस कंदर पदुम अठारह जूत बंदर नाथ कटक मह शोक पिनाहि जो न तुम ही जीतेर नमाहि परम क्रोध मी जहि सब हाथ आय सुपैन देहि रघुनाथ सोषै सिंधु सहित जश ब्याल पूरहि नत भरि कुधर विशाला मर्दि गर्द मिल वही दस सीसा ऐसे ही बचन कहि सब कीसा गर्जहि तर्जहि सहज असंका मानहु ग्रसन चहत ही लंका सहज सूर कपि भालु सबा पुनि सिर पर प्रभु राम रावण काल कोटि कहूँ जीति सकहि संग्राम सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुनाथ महाराज की जय सुंदर टॉपिक है लिसन अटेंटिवली एंड एंजॉय सो जही पुरदहेहु हतेहु सुत तोरा that Hanuman who has burned your Lanka and killed your son Akshay Kumara sakala kapi namaha tehi balu thora among all the Vanaras his bala is very less. Now you imagine what should be the strength of others. Then Amita Nama Bhata Kathina Karala. The Sainya of Rama in the form of Vanara says Kathina and Karala and Amita. Miti means measurement. Amita means immeasurable. Then Amita Nagabala Vipula Besala. They're all of, in the Valmiki Ramayana it comes. The hundreds of them who are 10 elephants strength. Some are 100 elephant strength. Some are 1,000 elephant strength. Hanumanji, then Jambavan and Angada, Sugriva, these 5-6 are said to be 10,000 elephants strength. 10,000 हाथियों का बल बाप रे. I thought in the beginning, 3 months back, while doing this Ramayana, Sundarakanda of the Tulsi, Valmiki का भी लगा हूं मैं, but मैं डर गया कि it will take more time. Therefore, I didn't do that. दोनों comparative study करने का, है ना? You ask somebody, some young Swami, Guru Garu, who ask them, I can't do. मुझे तो उपनिषद पढ़नी है. Yeah, it's all over for me. ठीक है, but enjoyable दोनों साथ में पढ़ो. So, Amita Nagabala, Vipula, Visala, huge bodied, they're all, so many of them. Dvivida, Mayanda, Neela, Nala, Angada, Gada, Vikatasya, Dadimuka, Kesari, Nisata, Sata, they are all the names of the main leaders. Jamabanta Vadarasi. हो गया. अब देखो एक सब सुग्रीव समान. They are all as powerful as Sugriva. Sugriva is the Surya Putra. Vali is the Indra Amsha. They are all Sugriva Samana. Sugriva is Mahabalavan. After Vali, he was so powerful. That's why crores of monkeys he could command. And there's one famous saying that Sugriva Agnya. That if Sugriva gives an Agnya, they have to follow, otherwise Shirat only. These all Vanaras had to come back in 15 days. Naito he said Marana Dandan. So many powerful there are, but still they are afraid of Sugriva because Sugriva's Bala is more. Very powerful. And these listed above people are equivalent to Sugriva. तो एक अपि सब सुग्रीव समान then inasama kotina like them are karodo ganaiko nana hundreds and thousands of them are there. Who will make a count of them? So many vanaras are there. Imagine karo. Don't imagine that now only 800 crores of population is there. In the creation, thousands of time, the population was thousands times more than this. ये तो चलता ही रहता है अनेक अनेक कल्पों में महाकल्पों में. तो इमेजिन अगर वानर ही इतने हैं तो मनुष्य कितने होंगे बाकी पशु पक्षी तो पॉपुलेटेड. सो हु कैन काउंट देम? सो मेनी आर देयर. और राम कृपा अतुलित बलति नहीं. Each of them have become incomparably tulita comparable. Atulita incomparable strong. They're all because of Rama Kripa. Therefore, Truna Samana Trailokahi Ganahi. They just count or calculate the whole three lokas as small as a blade of grass. Each individual, अब सब मिल गए तो they become so powerful by Rama Kripa. देखो हमारे अंदर भी with Rama Bhakti, when we get Rama Kripa, the whole three worlds also cannot trouble us, cannot tempt us. Trailokahi Trunasamana Ganahi. Ganana Karna. They just calculate all three worlds are nothing but blade of. They are so strong because Rama Kripa Atulita Balatina. Become Rama Bhakta and get the strength. Yeah, even if you are not a Vanara. If the Vanaras can get empowered, why not about him? Only Va you have to remove. Va means Valam. तेल निकाल दो तो नर बन गए. अब देखो जो अगले बार कि ये जो कहता है ना ये शुक सारण, मुझे तो मजा आया सुनकर. दो लाइन पहले कहते हैं असमय सुना श्रवण दशकंदरा. आई हर्ड इन माई इयर्स दिस मच ओ रावण कि पद्मा 18 जूथप बंदर. 18 Padma are the leaders only. Padma means it goes into some hundreds or thousands. Leaders only उतने हैं तो followers कितने होंगे? Though the most enchanting comes now, they say, "Hey Natha, kataka maha so kapi nahi जो न तुम ही जीते रणमाही." वो कह रहे रावण से, in the entire Rama's Sainya of Vanaras, there is not even one Vanara who will not defeat you in the war all alone. ऐसा एक भी बंदर नहीं है जो तुमको नहीं हरा सकता युद्ध में. Because they're all blessed by Rama. They're fully inspired. They are on the path of dharma, path of the nyaya, path of the bhakti. So उनका इतना शक्ति है तो एक भी बंदर नहीं जो तुमको नहीं हराएगा, सब मारेंगे तुमको. So नाथ कटक मह सो कपि नाही जो न तुम ही जीते ही रणमाही. And then see their position. Paramakrodha. They are terribly angered. Then मीच ही सब हाथा. अपने हाथ को मसल रहे हैं. आयसुपैन देहि रघुनाथ. Rama is not given permission. Otherwise, they would have flown or jumped. कुछ भी करके आकर अभी तक तुमको चटनी बना देते. They are just मसल रहे अपने हाथ को. And now they are in so much anger कि they could do these things, but Rama is not given permission. What is that? Soshahi Sindhu Sahita Jhashavyana. They are all with so much of fire of anger that they can dry away the whole ocean along with all the oceanic whatever the animals are there. Then Pura hi nata bhari Kudhara Visala. Ku means Bhumi. Kudhara means the mountain. Visala means big one. Pura hi means will fill them. The ocean. Nata bhari or else. Or else either they drown, sorry, they fully evaporate the ocean or they fill the ocean with big, big mountains to make a path to come here. They're all ready for that. That much strength is there. Actually, that's what going to happen. Rama himself with his bana means he thinks of doing the Shoshan of Samudra, but Samudra Deva comes. Then on his idea given, then the Neela and all of them together, they make really huge bridge from India to Sri Lanka by the big boulders. सेतु बनाएंगे. तो दे आर ऑल हाथ मसलते हुए राम जी का आज्ञा के लिए इंतजार कर रहे हैं. ऐसे शोषण करेंगे, पत्थर डालेंगे, and they want to come and finish you. And each of them, you know what are they talking? Mardi garda milamahi dasa सीसा. So मर्दन करके उनको ना रावण को मिट्टी में मिला देंगे. ऐसे वचन कहे सब की सा. Every Vanara is so excited कि let go and धूल में मिट्टी में मिलाओ रावण and all Rakshasas. Garjahi, they are doing Garjana. Then Tarjahi, they are doing all this Tarjana and clapping. Sahaja Sanka, generally the Vanaras are fearless. Manahu Grasana Chata, Hahilanka, they just want to consume the whole Lanka only with so much of aggression. This entire Rama Saina is there. That's what I have seen. Sahaja Sura Kapi Bhalu Sabha. In general only, Sahaja naturally, Kapi and Bhalu are Sahaja Sura. Puni Sirapara Prabhu Rama. And over and above that, when Lord Rama's Abhayasta and blessings are there on their head, what power will be there? Imagine, hey Ravana, Kala Koti, Kahu Jiti Sakahi Sangrama. Even Karodo, Kala or Mrityu or Yamaraj also come. Karodo, these Vanaras will finish even the Kala. Because काल के काल भगवान राम जी का कृपा है उनके ऊपर. Now, however, the youth study these portions, and should you not become so aggressively strong in defending our nation, in defending our culture, our Sanatana Dharma? If not you, who will do? And also with the same aggression, serving the world through your professions. Be an asset, not a liability. Thank you. Tomorrow we'll continue. 55 we have seen. So 5 only more dohas are there. Maybe 5 or 6. 3 or 4 days. Done. ओम दुर्जन सज्जनो भूयात् सज्जन शांति वाप्नुयात् शांतो मुच्येत वन्देभ्यः मुक्तश्चान्यान् विमोचयेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतङ्गमय ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो परमर्षिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे तत्सद्ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय. गीता माता की जय. वेदव्यास भगवान की जय. रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. रामायण महाशास्त्र की जय. वाल्मीकि तुलसीदास भगवान की जय. बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. सतनाथ महाराज की जय. आज के आनंद की जन पार्वती मत हर महादेव हर सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय राम राम अम्बे श्री आदिपरा शक्ति माता की जय. समस्त श्रोता भक्त उपासक जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्थापक मोक्ष मुक्तगण की जय. भारत माता की जय. सनातन धर्म की जय. वैदिक संस्कृति की जय. अध्यात्म जीवन विधान की जय. समस्त युवा मंडल की जय. Good, you have done a good job of coming regularly. Keep it up.